with the power vested on me as the Grand Commander-in-Chief of over 20.1 physical and metaphysical forces in Nigeria and in diaspora under the umbrella of the National Association of University Students, I, Comrade Dr. Meshach Anthony Nwankwo, popularly called Dr. Mesh, hereby unequivocally declare that come Monday we will begin nationwide picketing of all South African establishments in Nigeria, and this is just a tip of the iceberg.
Hi. Will you get out from there and go and look for work? Will you get out from there and go and look for work? Power invested in you as who? Power invested in you as what? See him. See him. Dirty idiots. What are you? Power invested in you as who?
Whenever I see videos like this circulating around the internet, the very first thing I ask myself is, why don't Nigerians love, coming out when their fellow Nigerians commit crimes, especially in other people's country? Yeah, what I'm expecting from them whenever stuff like that happens is for them to come out and address their people, committing those crimes. They don't do that. But immediately, people from that country retaliated. That's when you see them all over the internet coming out and saying, blaming those people, that the crime is being committed in their country, calling them all manners of names. Like, I don't know why you guys love behaving that way. Instead of you to cut it from the, just cut it out from the root, but you allow it to grow. And then you come from nowhere trying to blame people that have been pouring water and maintaining the tree. I don't understand why you guys always do that kind of thing. Well, guys, let me allow you watch the full video. And definitely, I'll be back to throw more light. Let's watch.
And so, with the power vested on me as the Grand Commander-in-Chief of over 20.1 physical and metaphysical forces in Nigeria and in diaspora under the umbrella of the National Association of University Students, backed by the Constitution of the National Association of University Students, backed by the National Executive Council, backed by the national stakeholders and all critical stakeholders as long as the student structure of Nigeria is concerned. I, Comrade Dr. Meshach Anthony Nwankwo, popularly called Dr. Mesh, hereby unequivocally declare that come Monday we will begin nationwide picketing of all South African establishments in Nigeria, and this is just a tip of the iceberg. It is now obvious that they do not have respect for consultatory process. Hence, we will go down to consolidation and confrontation. This disrespect that we have gotten from the South African High Commission, dear Nigerians, is a clear indication that the plans of the South Africans are yet to be fully unraveled. The evil plans that they have for Nigerians. And we, as the intellectual seat of university students, of Nigerian students globally, we will not keep mute and allow these attempts by these baseless charlatans to discourage us. Permit me to take you back in time when South Africa was suffering from serious apartheid. The Nigerian government, we supported financially massive support to the African Nations Congress, which was a group that was created then. We also provided scholarships because the black South Africans in South Africa were not allowed access to education. However, we adopted over 1,000, thousands of South Africans. I can say it, I can stand on clear authority and say that majority of them who are heading this South African Commission are beneficiaries of the free education and the benign scholarship that Nigerians gave them. The Nigerian government created a special task which was named Southern African Relief Fund, SARF, where students gave their feeding money. We brought our money. Our fathers who were being given little change, in fact, some didn't even have, but out of nothing, they materialized support for South Africans or for South Africans in solidarity. Merchants, civil servants, basically the citizens of Nigeria were taxed. Also, we had our leaders the likes of General Muritala Mohammed, His Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo, His Excellency Shehu Shagari, General Sani Abacha, Ibrahim Babangida, and others. Despite their differences in administration, they were very unequivocal with their stance on opposing apartheid in South Africa. Permit me also to remind you that we provided succor, we provided refuge for South Africans who were stranded and could not remain in South Africa during the apartheid. I will take you back to the comments of one we consider our mentor in the struggle, in the person of Nelson Mandela. When he was released from prison, he made a statement that Nigerians were the forerunners and frontrunners of how the apartheid system in South Africa was eradicated. We were now termed the vanguard, the frontier states out of the frontier states. That was where that acronym was coined for Nigerians. We can't have sacrificed our lives, our resources, our time for these people only to be paid back by this act of betrayal. South Africans have exhibited the highest traits of illiteracy, of lack of exposure, of ingratitude. It will interest you to know that over 70% of South African land and businesses are owned by foreigners, even till date. And this survey was carried out a few years back. That South Africa and South Africans are lazy is not the fault of Nigerians. That South Africans and South Africa do not know the right processes to establish their own businesses, to take charge of their economy, is not the fault of Nigerians or any other nationals living in their country. Fine, we may have issues. Of course, among good eggs, there are bad eggs. We might have some Nigerians who may be perpetrating some acts of crime over there, but the solution or the cure to headaches is not cutting the head off. They have security agencies tasked with protecting the lives and properties of their citizens. They should take responsibility. Today, we are standing unequivocally on the fact that our brothers and sisters, our students studying in South Africa deserve to be protected. And the constitutional responsibility of every government, the basic right, the basic constitutional position of a government is to secure the lives and properties of citizens and foreign nationals living in their country. Yes, sir. Over the years, we have housed South African establishments without fear, without pressure, without perjury, without government policies that could suffocate or minimize their freedom to operate. We have businesses that are raking in billions in dollars in profits daily from Nigeria to South Africa. We have our own Nigerian-owned businesses. We have people who are ready to give back to the society even more than these South African establishments are doing. Yet we have never picketed, we have never victimized, we have never given them cause to shut down operations because we understand the need for diplomatic relations.
Welcome about that dosa about the president.
Dosa!
You are a leader.
At this point,
You are a leader.
you are a leader. You are a leader.
You are a leader.
You are a leader. You are a leader. You are a leader. And so, I want to let you know that on the 29th of June, 2026, we did a maiden press conference where we issued a 7-day ultimatum. The ultimatum was born out of a pressing need to engage the critical stakeholders involved in these South African diplomatic relations. Believe you me, we followed the first C of Aluta, which is consultation. We issued letters, not confrontatory letters. We issued consultatory letters to South African High Commission to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, to the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, to headquarters of South African-owned establishments in Nigeria. But as I speak to you now, I can tell you for free that only the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission has reached out and fixed a time for us to come and have an engagement with them. This is a blatant show of disregard for the lives and properties of Nigerians who are suffering these xenophobic attacks.
Hi. Will you get out from there and go and look for work? Will you get out from there and go and look for work? Power invested in you as who? Power invested in you as what? See him. See him. Dirty idiots. What are you? Power investing in you as who? As what? So like this now, you claim you are in university. Like this now, you claim you are in university.
Okay.
Is it Igbo University or Igbo University? Or you are in adult education? Uncle, all your grammars are not matching you. University graduates. Constitution. And you claim you are in university.
Okay.
Okay, life has beaten you. Go and look for work. Go and look for work. If you have sense in that country, you investigate. The MTN, you guys want to go and attack, you investigate. MTN is a service provider.
Okay.
I'm not just like South Africa business. How dare you? And people give this nomenclature opportunity to be speaking anyhow in that country. See person where in face look like bushmeat. See person where in face look like bushmeat. Like this now. Where human beings are talking into the open mouth, they talk. Say, power invested in me. Do you know what is power? Invested in who? You. You think it's a play? You think whatever that we presidents of the nation, we are handling diplomatically, you this useless he-goats and you're that useless Agboro boys want to enter MTN and go and rob them. Your face show. Will you get out from there and go and look for work? Hungry men. Have you people eating? Have you chopped? Hungry boys. My day here one pimp from that country. My day here one pimp. That MTN or Stanbic Bank has been touched.
Okay.
Do you know how many people are shareholders in that MTN?
Okay.
Even Americans are shareholders of MTN. France is a shareholder of MTN.
Okay.
Dirty Bolapet. What network have your leaders provide for you in that country? Have you seen South Africans working in that MTN company? Destroy it and let's see where you people are going to get network and come online. You think you guys are destroying MTN network and you people who run here in Ghana here to come and cause that your impunity, buffoonery, idiotic attitude here in this Ghana, right?
Okay.
You think Ghana are for orphans and poor people? Who are you in that country? And people are you. I don't invest. I invest self. Any he goats, any idiot. You people go carry small power, give them. Say in their university by my foot. University graduate, they talk like this. Simple grammar. No pronunciation. No. And you call yourself university students. Is it adult education? Tell me. This is adult education. Because that is the only way you can be as a graduate or university student. I'm not sure. A whole Nigerian university, and this is your president. God damn it. How do you hear one people say anything has been touched in that country? Any company has been touched in that company. You see who I am. You see who I am. Anyway, I go by the name the Nyash president, and I still remain your number one favorite president all over the world. Still, we say power to the Rinyash. One them, my day here, one pimp. My day here. You think South Africa they don't get work. So you do what? You get them petition and they have not respond. Hey, okay, go look for work. Oh. They are busy. They get work.
You see, that's exactly what we've been talking about. And the little people that, don't like this, like they see far, whenever they come out and they are like, hey, this, that, then you guys will come blaming them. The same you will come blaming them. Okay, Master Sir, what title did you even give yourself? Uncle, sir. Have you ever come out and talked to your people committing crimes in other people's country? Have you ever come out? Me, Delphine Atumanashim, if I come out and I'm pointing fingers on South Africans, telling them what they are doing is not good, blah, 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 and I have right to do that because I have been talking about those criminals. Yes, I've been talking about those criminals, those Nigerians committing crimes in people's country. I've been talking about them. And that shows that I'm not in support. Do you get? But you, Mr. Man, have you ever come out and warned those criminals? Have you ever come out and advised them, telling them the truth? Have you? But this is the only thing you are good at. You come out and say, I am the this, that, of the diaspora, blah, blah. Get out of here. Get out. You are the one supporting your type. I don't want supporting them. Look at you. Because you want fight, all you want is now fight. Some of you love to see these things, this whole thing happening. You love it. You love it. Who knows? Maybe it's political thing. You want to support Nigeria. South Africans are doing this. You want to support them. Criminals. You want to support criminality. Meanwhile, you've never come out. You've never come out and speak against it. Rather, all what you do is to come out blaming people that are standing on their truth. People that have been affected. When they come out and talk, they talk against it. You come blaming them. And some of you, your leaders, all what they can do is to be locking people inside prison. When somebody come out and he's saying the truth, they will get him, lock him up. You did the same thing to somebody. And I'm going to post the video here because he's supporting South Africans.
To all my South African fans, my fans all over the world, to all my fans in the US, my fans in Italy, my fans in Europe, my fans in Nigeria, my fans all over the world, let me just tell you something. If you do not see me post, the way I used to post like every day, just know that Nigerian government, they've arrested me because this is what they know how to do. Because when you are standing for the truth, they want to intimidate you, they want to come at you, they want to shut you down, they want to use prison to threaten you. I've been speaking out loud, talking about their evil ways and other things. So, supporting South Africa for their, for passing strong messages to African leaders. Yes, I know. So that's what I'm saying. If you don't see me posting like often, just know that they are trying to do one or two things. You understand? So like me, I'm not scared of anything. So that's why I always love the truth. I stand on the side of the truth. I know when you're doing some kind of activism, a lot of attacks come your way, a lot of bullying, a lot of, intimidation comes your way, threats comes your way. Yes, I just was, because Nigerian leaders, this is their job. Their job is to always shut the mouth of people who want to come out to speak. In Nigeria, when you come out, you try to confront our Nigerian leaders. Before you know, the next morning they come and pick you up. With the police, they lock you up just to shut your mouth. That's what they do. You understand what I'm saying? The people no longer speak. When people speak out about the bad leadership in Nigeria, before you know, they they come at you, they arrest you, they shut you down. That's what they do. That's why you see most youth, they are very scared. They want to, even if they see the bad characters, the bad, things that are happening there. They can't speak because they are scared for their lives. You understand? When you speak, your life is at risk, because it's either they comment you, they arrest you, or they just send assassin to just assassinate you, to just shut you down. That's what they do. Nigerian leaders, that is their job. That's their job. So that is why, we will never, stop speaking. You know what I'm saying? We'll always speak. Africans, it is time. You must wake up wherever you are in Africa. All the nations in Africa must wake up. Every citizens in every nation in Africa must wake up. It is time. You understand? See, if you talk, you die. If you don't talk, you will die. Everybody must die one day. So what is the essence of keeping quiet? Dying in poverty, living in poverty, crying and smiling. Come on, that is not the prayer. That is not our God's promise for us. So it is time to rise and take back Africa. Africa is our continent. It's a blessing from God to us. So we must enjoy the blessings from God. You know what I'm saying? So this bad leadership, they travel. These are bad leader, African bad leader. They enrich themselves and their family enjoying lives and everything. They have overcome poverty with our resources. So it is time to say no to corruption in Africa. One love.
This very guy knows exactly what your own people, what Nigerians are doing in South Africa. That's why he's coming out and he is saying that, yeah, they should send them away because of criminality. If Nigerians are not criminals in other people's country, some of you are criminals in other people's country. If you are not, nobody will have the guts to call your name out, because they know some Nigerians are hardworking people. Even with your hard work, you must join something. You must carry your hand put inside something. Why will not free us? Why will not free us? Let me tell you. Why will not free us? Let us live in peace. Let's live peacefully now. Now, beg at the beg now. Those people committing crimes, and even with all these things happening, una no stop. Every day they go hear Nigerians do this. Even right now, with the heat in South Africa, some Nigerians are still committing crimes in South Africa. They are still committing crimes, So what are you defending now? If I may ask you, sir, what are you defending? Those people still committing crimes with all the heat? Are you still supporting them? I'm not in support of South Africans unaliving our fellow blacks in South Africa. I'm not in support. If you check my videos, you will see that I'm not in support. All I'm against is criminality. Those Nigerians committing crimes in especially South Africa and Ghana. South Africa and Ghana. I'm very sure about Ghana. Those Nigerians committing crimes here. Una, don't spoil everything for us. Look at me now. I'm looking for a house in this Ghana right now. It's difficult for me to get a house. Why? Landlord will say, I don't want a Nigerian. I don't want a Nigerian in my house. And that's because of what some of you Nigerians have done. You've spoiled our names. You spoiled the name. Even our passport now rubbish now. No be even for Africa. You spoil our name in every country abroad, ni in Ghana, ni everywhere. We cannot live peacefully again. We cannot brag. Someone cannot even brag to be a Nigerian and be like, oh, I be Nigerian. It don't tell where people they do that one. Now people they hide. They don't even want to bring their identity out. That's exactly what is happening. So we that are still, we are Nigerians, even on social media, they talk, say, I be Nigerian. Just for people to know that not all Nigerians are bad. Not all Nigerians are bad. I hope you guys understand the facts now. The fact of Delphine Atumanyash bringing out people that are committing crimes, right? I mentioned it, that I'm going to call you out from your name. We shall know your tribe. Yeah, from what part of Nigeria you're from. We will keep doing it. So people will know those criminals. They will know where they're from. Because I heard one Ghanaian saying that Nigeria, it be like say, is from your DNA. Crimes is from your DNA. So I want them to know that not be every DNA is affected. It's affected in Nigeria. We have some part of Nigeria that can never do such a thing. Even though I know that everybody have criminality. Yes, we have criminals in every part of the country. Let me not say country, every part of the world. But make I tell you something. Some crimes pass another crime. Can you imagine? Let me not even start another one. But I want you to go and check this video out. Look at this thumbnail. The video is on my channel. Go and check it out if you want to see the tribes that are committing crimes internationally in Nigeria. Just go. Feed yourself well. This thumbnail. And I'm going to put the what is it called? I'm going to put the link to the video in the description of this very video. Just go check it out, guys. Everything that has a beginning also has an end. I've come to the end of my video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do all to like, subscribe to the channel, share this video to as many eyes out there I believe they will watch and learn from it. But before I go, I would love to say a very big thank you to my returning subscribers. Thank you so very much for always clicking in. And if you're new here, my name is Delphina. I'm super happy to have you here. Please don't make it your last by subscribing to the channel, like this video and share the video. Also do all to press the notification bell to get notified whenever I drop another one. I love you guys always. Bye.